All right, welcome everybody to this live hangout with Top Networkers Group. We're talking about TSU in this one, and we're going to be going over the privacy settings in TSU. So once again, I want to thank you for joining us. What I want to do is I actually want to screen share here real quick. All right, awesome. So this is actually the login screen for TSU. I'm just going to go ahead and log in to mine. I probably should have done this already. And don't laugh or anything, guys. I've only been on here for a couple of days. But I actually do expect this to become a pretty profitable solution for many of us. And I hope you guys watch some of the related videos that really talk about some of the ideas driving TSU right now at this moment. While it's waiting to get logged in, I'm actually in an area where the internet likes to slow down around this time. So, any slowness that you might see has nothing to do with the actual network. Now, what I want you to understand, for those of you who don't understand social networks or websites or how ad revenue works, and again, this isn't really the video for this because we're really going to focus on the privacy settings here, but I have to cover this. For those who don't understand how ad revenue is generated, the very fact that I landed on this page, I just generated money for TSU. That's what that's the first thing that you got to understand. Okay. The second thing is when people are viewing other folks' content. Okay, just viewing this content, liking posts. All of this increases the value of this page. So for example, 3 people have liked this page. Again, that makes this a more valuable post than a post with no likes, if that makes any sense. So this is why, for example, we've seen a lot of this on Facebook, and a lot of what TSU is doing is they're really piggybacking off of a couple of ideas that Facebook has helped make popular. And let's face it, you and I have helped make Facebook popular because we're sharing. We're on the website. We're generating money for Facebook right now, especially those of you who are on Facebook. Just want to show you guys something. All of these ads here on the right, these are all generating money. All of these ads. Many of you might even be paying for these ads yourself, right? So when I go to the homepage of Facebook, again, I'm seeing sponsored ads that are targeting me. This is a local guy running. This here is, something that's aimed at business people. And I talk about Wall Street a lot, like Black Wall Street and things of that nature. And also regular Wall Street, right? We talk about these kinds of things. But what we need to understand is that we're actually generating money for Facebook just by doing this. So if I go to let's just pick a random page here, you guys, and shout outs to whoever gets thrown in this one. Let's go to oh wow, that's crazy. Let's go here to this page here. I just want to show you guys what happens. Okay, again, notice a lot of times the ads change, and often the ads do not change, or they sort of switch around because these are random ads. So if I were to reload this page again, these ads may change again. And that's what's happening, is that Facebook has their very own ad network, their own server network, which is targeting you and I. And really and truly, regardless of your privacy settings, they're advertising to us on the network. Everything is specialized. And this time it looks like they must have known that I was tracking Facebook, and so it's Let's go back to the homepage. Shout out to an awesome leader there, Shawnette Simpson. Let's check out Mr. Seymour Green here, you guys, another awesome leader in the MLM industry. Okay. Once again, it looks like, actually, it looks like the ads were still loading up. Transferring FBN. So again, like I kind of told you guys earlier, we're on a area where the internet goes a little slow. So you guys kind of saw it. It took a little while for the ads to actually load in, but here they are, right? So this is what is happening on social networks right now. If we go to YouTube, for example, let's leave out of Facebook. Let's just go to YouTube briefly. This is actually an ad here at the top, okay? So we're generating money for these websites just by using them. And so again, regardless of your privacy settings, you're generating money for people. Now, don't laugh at my 37 cents, but that's what I've made in just 3 days. And what I'm excited about is doing that in just 3 days, then what can happen when this site is actually generating some real traffic and some real money. And I want to show you guys that, and then we're going to dip right into the privacy settings for TSU. This is what I'm excited about, you guys. This is what I've been able to, accomplish in just a few days here on this network. 6,141 views on my post. Again, that means that I've generated money for this network already because I've got people viewing stuff. Okay. And that's a whole discussion for another time in terms of creating valuable content. You know, I see a couple people on Facebook, for example, who are always complaining and crying because no one looks at their posts. And a lot of it has to do with the quality of content that you're producing. And just to be honest, some of you guys aren't producing quality content. You're throwing crap on your wall and you're hoping that people are going to come check it out. And that's just not how it works. Also, there's the engagement factor where you're all about yourself and you're never on anybody else's page, or if you're on someone else's page, you're all about yourself. That's not a way to bring people to you. And just again, one last thing before you dip into the privacy settings, you know, back in 2010, when we got this thing rolling with Top Networkers Group, you know, one of the first trainings we produced was a training called Social Networking for Money. And if you'll just give me a second, I'll show it to you guys. And we're going to get into TSU privacy settings so you guys can see how that works. But I want to make sure that this sort of loads up. I'm going to stop because I don't want, okay, let's go ahead and stop that. Okay. And shout outs to all the folks who came by and dropped comments and really helped give some credence to this page. As it did help a lot of networkers. You know, this is something that we rolled out in 2010. You can kind of tell because even some of my own web design skills have changed a little bit from this. Now, stay tuned, guys. Just a side note for those who are working with the group, this entire page is about to be revamped to better reflect what we're currently doing. And I think you guys are going to be excited about that because, you know, a lot of these links and things down here are going to change up. In fact, these are some old links. I got to absolutely change these things up here very, very soon. So get excited about that. But the point here is that this is the training that we rolled out to help people learn how to be effective on social networking sites. And there are 5 questions that you want to write down and follow while you're using social networking sites. And I'm telling you, you're going to get that engagement. See, I get engagement on Facebook now. There are a lot of people who get even more engagement than I do. And imagine how much money they would be making if they were doing it on Sue. Okay, that's what I want you to think about. Now, side note, there are some people who are just, you know, they're sort of really excited right now and they're leaving what's known as comment spam. And there are some conversations about it. I'll see if I have any posts here. In fact, while I'm doing this, just kind of check this thing out here. This actually is tracking my posts and sort of showing me which posts are really getting some engagement, you guys. And what I kind of like about it is it will let me sort of toggle on and off. This here is one of my most popular posts at the moment, you know, within the last 30 days here. So pretty excited about that. In fact, I have a couple posts that might have more views. I'm still sort of getting used to it, and of course, they're still updating things as well. But let me see if I have anything here that will help bring this home for those who are dealing with comment spam. Well, those of you who are already on the network, you're sort of seeing it. There are some people who are just like posting like follow me, and they're not actually on topic. In fact, maybe I should go to the home page. Okay. Sort of show you guys some examples of this, and then I'm going to show you how to use the privacy settings here in order to stop some of that. Okay. Because what we're going to see, I mean, again, there's some exciting stuff happening. This network is growing in popularity. The main feed sort of shows you a lot of people. It shows you who you're following, and some of what they're sharing is sort of a combination of Twitter and Facebook, in my opinion. Because you are sort of able to see a wide range of things in the feed. Okay. And I'm just going to be honest, you guys. Let me read this in just a moment. This is one of the programmers here, and it's pretty awesome that stuff is starting to come out already. You guys, if you're not part of this, make sure you're signed up, because what's happening right now. This is one of those moments, you guys, in business where you want to jump. Okay. A shift is absolutely happening. And again, watch the related video so you understand what's going on. That's an awesome little quote there, by the way. I'm going to share this, because as I share this post, here's what's happening. This person just made money because I shared their post. So that means that there's going to be more views on their post. And of course, I'm going to get a little piece of it too, because it's now my post too, right? That's awesome. So that's fantastic, you guys. That's awesome, and that is fantastic. Let's kind of scroll here, because I wanted to show you guys some of these follow me comments. Okay, so here's a nice photo picture, and here's a person commenting with follow and share. It's like that. It has nothing to do with this actual photo. And again, here they are again, follow and share. This person is on topic. I'm gonna go ahead and like what they're saying there. And this is sort of just part of the brand new phase. A lot of this, you guys, is gonna get phased out. Quality content is always gonna rise to the top. It's just what happens in business. Again, somebody's posting something about Halloween, they're responding with follow and share. So let's go ahead and like the person who's on topic. Okay. Again, she's posting a nice photo of herself, and this guy here is worried about getting a follow back. So again, some of that is a little Twitterish too, because that happens on Twitter a lot. Folks, I don't think, who don't use Twitter, they don't understand. There is a lot of follow me talk on Twitter. So, some of the stuff is going to, simmer down, especially when you start applying the privacy settings. Let's go there real quick. And there's some awesome stuff in the settings, and I hope you saw where I went. Just go here to the very top. There's a drop-down menu, profile, settings. You can sign out. We're on the settings tab right now. Let's go here to, and I don't really want you guys to know all my info. Now you know my birthday. It's awesome. So now you know how old I am. Still young. I'm just joking, guys. This is sort of where you can set up your whole profile. Change things that you're in. I'm not actually on Tumblr. Some of you guys are on Tumblr, so you can add your Tumblr, you can add your website, add your phone number if you want it. Of course, it's going to be visible. So that's something to keep in mind. Your social accounts, you can go ahead and connect those. You can actually find friends on here, which I think is pretty awesome. Just sort of, I have to wait a little moment for that one. And like I said, we're in an area where the internet is slow, so we might not wait for that. The invitations now, just want you guys to peek this out here. This is actually your profile and your invitation link. Now, when I first got on here 3-4 days ago, there was no SSL in place, so this was not your link. It was just HTTP, Now it's HTTPS. Actually, both of them work, but just knowing that the security is now in there, it just continues to show you that these guys are serious about really competing and really creating a platform that is REST. Finally, we're at the privacy settings. Okay. Now, what I've done is I've changed my privacy settings to where only friends can post on my diary. Now, your diary is like your wall on Facebook, your Twitter feed. You know, this is where you're posting stuff straight from you. So if I go on create, I'm putting another entry in my diary. I'm gonna go ahead and click out of there. So I've got my settings to where only my friends. So you have to be a friend to post on my wall. That's sort of similar to how I have it set on Facebook. I don't want public comments because you know folks can get crazy and spam me and all that kind of stuff. Send me a message. I'm gonna go ahead and allow anyone for now. You know, but you can always change that to friends only. See the link to your Facebook profile, right? Actually, I don't know why I had that on there. Let's put that back on public. All right. See the link to your Instagram profile. So those are all cool. Let's see here. Receive friend requests. Sure do. Here's something that's awesome. You can actually accept peer-to-peer payments. I'm gonna go ahead and click that because now what that means is that other people can give me money. That's awesome, right? I'm gonna go ahead and hit update. Now, what I'm just expecting is that as this site grows, their privacy settings and what you can, filter and change out will change as well. But let's talk a little bit more about privacy. When you're posting, right here, there's a public thing here. When you're posting, add picture, add title, public. So you can actually limit it to friends only. So you can put something here that only your friends see. Okay. And that's also a privacy setting that some of you may or may not have noticed. Now, when your Facebook and your Twitter are connected, it's pretty awesome because it actually connects directly to these social networks. So whatever you post here on TSU, it's going to go directly to Facebook, directly to Twitter, and there's going to be a link that tracks them back to your TSU in case they want to get signed up and they want to start monetizing their posts as well. So even if it's just a post for your friends here, right, then your friends on TSU will be the only ones who see it, not the public on TSU. And whatever your settings are on Facebook, it'll be the same. And naturally, of course, if you want to, let's go here and let's just sort of show you guys some stuff here. Go to my profile so you guys can sort of see how these things show up that I'm telling you about. But I'm still talking about the privacy settings here for TSU and some of the things that you can do with your privacy settings. Here's an example. Now, see, this is only shared with my friends because that's my default privacy setting on Facebook. So naturally, if I wanted to make any of these posts public, I could. Okay. Shout outs to my first child. Awesome. Let's see here. So what I wanted to show you guys, this is pretty awesome too. Just like we can edit posts for anything on Facebook, we can also edit our posts that come directly from TSU over to Facebook. So I thought that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. And again, what you're seeing here is if I click this link, it's actually taking me to that post. Okay. If I wasn't actually signed in to TSU, it would, it would give me the opportunity to, to actually sign up. So, all right, you guys, just wanted to show you a little bit of that. And this is an awesome video here. This is actually the video you see on the homepage. We'll link that up in the related notes. I want to thank you for hopping on this quick hangout to go over the TSU privacy settings. I hope this information has been helpful and beneficial to you. Thank you as always for tuning in. We'll see you at the top.